Down low, Johnson. No good with the layup. And Beasley has the ball here for the Spurs. Pass to Anunoby. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Raptors. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Morris looking over the floor. Outside, Levine. From the arc, sinks the three-pointer.
The team doing what it can to get the ball into Levine's hands. You see why.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Vanderbilt setting the pick for Beasley. To the middle. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Passes it to Wood. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Here's DeRozan. Here's Levine. Blocked again.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
And that one is good by Beasley.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Well, with what he does on the offensive end of the floor, you love to see this kind of defensive energy from DeMar DeRozan. Terrific lateral quickness.
No good from Beasley.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's tipped. DeRozan brings the double team. Shoots from the corner. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Raptors with the lead. Now here's Levine. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. And Levine throws it down.
Well, we know that Zach LaVine has tremendous hops. Nice finish.
Morris against Beasley. Outside, Payton. Out left to the wing. Launches a 3. Man gets the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Excellent D there from Beasley.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Greg Popovich.
He told me he's very pleased with how his team's play has progressed throughout the season. He said guys are finding their roles, and we're doing all the little things that tend to separate out the better teams. I just hope we can keep it going. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Levine. After the basket by San Antonio. Beasley with it. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles, over that span. And having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Fame.
Chris Dunn's checked in for San Antonio. Goes up to the stripe. Sexton's shot is good.
Well, Colin Sexton working this shot into his basketball game. Such a critical aspect for him to have.
Oladipo, the pass to man. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Here's Baisley. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
You see the fluidity with which Baisley can get off these dribble drives. He looks so comfortable and in control.
Here's man. Powered down with both hands.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a face.
Oh, bounce to the outs, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now, here's Sexton. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, Josh Richardson has a high level of focus, even from range. He's not going to be distracted.
Sexton on the wing, guarded by Oladipo. Sexton kicks to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. And with the rebound. Spurs leading by 6. Dunn outside. Inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, good luck keeping up with the elite speed of Chris Dunn in the pick and roll. So efficient with his passing and shooting in these sets.
Here's Baisley. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for garbage man. 1:19 left here in the opening quarter. And stolen by Sexton. To the paint. Here's Coffey. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Spurs have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Robinson a screen on Sexton. Oladipo the pass to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now, here's Sexton. And no good that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And Oladipo has it in the corner. Pass to Tucker. Fires the 3. Oladipo misses. Raptors trail by 10. The pass to Pritchard. Now, here's Johnson. Pass to Baisley. Here's Pritchard.
And really, that D from Dunn is spectacular. He just covers so much ground.
And as we conclude the first... quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's San Antonio leading by 10. We welcome you back to Noche Latino. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
So on the floor for Toronto to start the second quarter. DeRozan out there with Wood. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Coffey in at the small forward.
Such a big-time athlete. LaVine makes the hardest moves look easy.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Pass to Tucker. Launches it. Toronto grabs the miss.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And Amir Coffey has already proven that he's a talented scorer.
Kevin, somebody in his position must understand what his role is and maximize that role. And what you love about Amir is he focuses on taking high percentage shots all within the flow of the offense. A very high IQ player.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's LaVine, and he banks in the layup. LaVine's got 4 this quarter.
What a fantastic finish by Zach LaVine. Contact, yeah, I can finish through that.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Beasley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well. Because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Garbage man, he's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Richardson. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Morris throws it down.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, passing windows open up for Zach LaVine.
Beasley against Morris. Beasley kicks to Anunoby. The offensive rebound. Man, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
The quick look, no good that time.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Anunoby, good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's LaVine. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Beasley. Here he goes. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Beasley's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And it's denied. It's Beasley on the wing. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. but the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. And then for Toronto, Beasley comes in for Levine, and it's Sexton in for Pritchard. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons, and former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market, and guys just aren't going to go there. And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you. And the Raptors making a change here. Johnson's checked in. He feeds it to Morris. That's good, and it's Johnson with the... assist.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
Spurs leading by 13. Beasley outside. The pass to Anunoby. There's the triple. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Raptors trail by 13. And the call will go against the great. That is his first foul of the game. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's the sentiment I think most can get behind.
Well, as always, that mid-range game of DeMar DeRozan, almost unstoppable.
There's a good screen. Oladipo, the pass to man, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. A minute 42 left in the first half. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. DeRozan's shot is off.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Sexton over to help. Beasley kicks to Payton. Here's man. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Robinson's checked in for Garbage Man. PJ Tucker comes in for OG Anunoby. Josh Richardson's checked in for Payton. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Beasley. Here's Robinson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
The lead just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
You know, to me, one of the real pleasurable aspects of watching DeMar DeRozan work, this guy's footwork is something he's developed, and it's on point.
For San Antonio, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Pass to Beasley. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Takes the 13-footer. No good. Good work defensively by Richardson. Oladipo left side. Tucker a screen. And Oladipo kicks it to Tucker. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Spurs lead by 16. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to Dave. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly.
A couple of guys locking horns tonight.
And circling back to this first half, fellas, a deep. Thanks for joining us. Now let's talk.
And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. We're seeing a tremendous game from Garbage Man.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Gary Payton II is out there with Beasley. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's man in at the 5. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Levine feeling it out a bit. A steal. Vanderbilt with it. Now defended by Levine. Here's man, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy, but now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
And you hear about impacting winning? How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
Beasley finds Vanderbilt. Back to Beasley. Spurs working the ball around now. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Raptors trail by 16. And here is Morris. He takes it in. Here's Wood. And the Raptors miss again.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Passes to Anunoby from outside the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Wood's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. 17 points for Zach Levine.
Zach Levine was so young when he entered the league, but this guy has been incredible on the offensive end.
Vanderbilt setting the pick for Beasley. Anunoby in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Kept alive. Kicks it out to Johnson. The 3 bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A priority for Johnson, continuing to work on his jumper, especially off the catch like there.
Pass to Anunoby. It's Beasley on the wing. San Antonio again missing. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Wood a screen on Payton. 6 on the shot clock. Wood can't hit.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
On the wing, Anunoby drains the three-pointer. Anunoby's got his second bucket of the night.
The jump shot just keeps improving from OG Anunoby. Amazing. You put in the time, you get into a nice rhythm.
And the Raptors call time here. San Antonio making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Pritchard, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. The pass to Johnson. Wood a screen on Vanderbilt. 5 to shoot. Snatched away. Anunoby with it. Now defended by Levine. Mann takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Mann's got 24 points. Here's Pritchard. Dunn covering. Pritchard passes to Levine. Wood with the screen for Levine. Fires the three. Wood can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 8 points.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers, Dunn showing great vision.
Pritchard passes to Wood and finished off by Wood.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Pass to Anunoby. They grab their own miss. Wood comes with the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Here we have jump ball.
Vanderbilt kicks to Dunn. 6 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And that one drops. 26 points for Garbage Man.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Baisley's checked in for Johnson. Amir Coffey comes in for Levine. And it's Colin Sexton in for Morris.
Out of bounds. Raptors ball.
Here's Baisley. Vanderbilt defending. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Spurs leading by 18. Dunn right side to the inside. And marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
An example of Dunn showing just how unselfish he is, moving the ball well.
Now Sexton passes it to Wood from deep. And they get it back. Here's Pritchard. Dunn covering. Yep, it counts. Pritchard's got his first basket of the night.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. Here's Coffey. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Sexton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul. Colin Sexton is an excellent free throw shooter.
And the Spurs with some changes. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for garbage man. P.J. Tucker comes in for Vanderbilt. And Josh Richardson subbed in for OG Anunoby. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They host the Clippers after this game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Raptors trail by 16. That's a 2 from Sexton. And that one hits back iron.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. Richardson right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Connects from three-point range. Tucker's got his second bucket tonight.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Pass to Sexton. Tipped away. It's taken away by Payton. Here's Richardson. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead.
Raptors trail by 21. Here's Coffey. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one is off. Oladipo, he's checked in for the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Raptors. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 16-7 run. Now, here's Oladipo. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Kicks to Tucker. It's Richardson on the wing. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Spurs running away with this one. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Spurs leading by 20. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. We've got DeRozan. Sexton is out there with Levine. Then it's Johnson. And it's Baisley in its center. And there's the pass to Oladipo. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, the rise and fire from Victor Oladipo. The team is feeding off him right now.
Here's Sexton. Robinson with the block. Easily outside. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cut. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media, and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Boy, Darius Baisley is enticing, guys. You're talking about a lengthy, athletic big man with outstanding versatility.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Damian Jones comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Beasley. Tucker with the ball. Outside, Jones. Richardson right side. The three from Joseph. The shot, no good. And Toronto will come the other way. Sumner passes to Beasley. Here's Sumner. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Outside, Joseph. Jones, the pass to Richardson. Off target from three-point range. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Richardson left side. Can't hit the reverse layup.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Inside, Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
Outside, Joseph. Richardson left side. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, they're in the lead, but still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And here is Joseph. Oladipo outside. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
And the Raptors call time here. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Garbage Man.
Man, his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
They had not been playing very good basketball coming into this game. And that's when a team needs its star players to step up and stop the bleeding, just like he did tonight. Oladipo, the pass to man, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Raptors.
Payton against Levine. And count it from 19 feet away. Levine's got 19 points.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Payton passes to Mann, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
Raptors trail by 18. Outside, Levine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about Levine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
He throw good, Levine. And Levine's efficient as well.
And good shooting numbers, no doubt. Last year, he cut back on the turnovers. And, boy, he's still young. There's still tons of upside to be had.
San Antonio making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Johnson's checked in. Beasley inside. Johnson on him. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Hands it from downtown. Payton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. On the wing, Levine. by Peyton. And finished off by Wood.
And there's a lot of power behind Woods' dunks. He's not going to get cheated when he takes it to the rim.
Beaten inside, guarded by Levine. Here's Mann, and he drops it in from the low post. Mann's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Again with the block. You've got to hit. Have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
Off the inbound pass and finished off by Wood. San Antonio leading by 17. Pass to Beasley. They set the screen. Here's Mann, and he uses the glass on the layup. Mann's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Morris kicks to DeRozan.
2 minutes remaining.
Put a screen on Anunoby. And DeRozan. Here we go. And DeRozan throws it down.
Well, if the defense naps in the pick-and-roll offense, DeRozan is too smart and too good and too skilled.
And Morris comes over to help Mann. And the shot goes in. Mann's got 38 points.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Robinson's checked in for Garbage Man. Vanderbilt comes in for OG Anunoby. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Peyton. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Beasley. Raptors also changing it up. Beasley's checked in for Christian Wood. Amir Coffey comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Pritchard in for Monte Morris. And the Spurs with some changes. Garbage Man, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Beasley in for Dunn. Beasley up top. Passes it to Mann. He gets that one. Mann's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Oh, the power on that
I tell you what, you've got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man from attacking.
And Greg, even then, he might just go over it. Check out the elevation he gets here. My goodness. Good.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's the screen. Beasley, the pass to Mann, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Raptors with some changes. Christian Wood comes in for Beasley. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Johnson. 40 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Oladipo against Levine. Pass to Wood. With the teardrop. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Beasley outside. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Oladipo against Levine. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at the...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.